Buying some time. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be...
Oh, a lot of space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but...
He's looking deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Haynes. Takes it the other way. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball somewhere.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Caught in the backfield. It's Randall. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. Clemson, 28. LSU, 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown LSU! And the comeback is on. He'll try to tack on one more.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Back to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's a seam wide open. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
He's loose. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got his man on the right. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This is not a time to pad your stats. Fires to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Concepcion. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it, it's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or there was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shot at midfield. They'll mark it as the 49.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Runs through the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover two and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
At the 35, he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up just about set to kick it away again. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Keeps it on the bootleg. Now adjusting. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That's caught, it's Bussey. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
14, Texas A&M, 7.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's hot. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Close to the marker, it's Parrish. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
On third down, offenses have their plays, what they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. To the air, it's Mateer. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to...
Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes a connection. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Shakes off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Parrish. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Direct snap. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ott. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the move, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback moving. He turns it loose to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Craver. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's a killer because I'm okay running the same play back to back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
Wide open spaces. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. The running back has it. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.